Hi, it's Aliki and I'm back with another to-do list pathway. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go to my website, delightfullypresent.com, and you will find out all about the to-do list there. So I'm answering questions using this to-do list that I created to help you really answer the question yourself using your own wisdom. We all have this inner wisdom, but sometimes we need a little bit of help tuning into it. So today's question, what do I think about plastic surgery? I've identified one possible pathway, which is ZLYF. So let's begin with Z. As usual, we want to zoom out of the busy mind. All the problems exist in the busy mind, right? When you're not thinking about the problem, there's no problem. Plastic surgery, there's a lot of very strong opinions about this topic, but really the only thing we're concerned about here is what's right for you. And who can tell you this? Only you can. As I love to tell everyone, only you know what's right for you in any particular moment. Because don't think that once you have the answer to something, that's going to be the answer forever. We have to keep checking in with that inner wisdom. So zoom out of the busy mind with all the concerns about plastic surgery, all the conditioned thinking about plastic surgery. And let's come to this still, quiet place of wisdom. Tune in and listen to the wisdom within you. If you have a question like this about whether to do something or not, and you feel confused about it, that's an indication that you're in your mind. You see, you're trying to figure it out mentally. Clarity comes from that inner wisdom and from listening to that inner wisdom. It's very clear when you have a clear way forward and you know, yes, actually this feels right for me. No, I need to give this more consideration. I'm not sure about my reasons. Right? That's how you know whether it's your mind or it's wisdom. I get asked this a lot. How do I know if it's wisdom or my thinking, right? You know because one is clear and the other isn't. You will have a strong sense of inner knowing. That's how wisdom works. Now we come to why. Why is for yes to the ears. So become aware of any thoughts and beliefs around this topic of growing older. And become aware of how you may have been influenced by the media, by the people in your life. Have you noticed that we have this culture here in the West that doesn't really respect and honour the fact that we're growing older, and we try to suppress it. We have all these anti-aging products, don't we? We try and cling on to our youth. Notice that perhaps there aren't that many positive older role models who are growing old gracefully and naturally, although I do believe that's changing very much in this day and age. So tune into whether you are considering plastic surgery because you're afraid of this natural process of aging. Your inner wisdom will shine a light on this. Sometimes we can get quite obsessed with how we look and feel that there's something really unattractive about ourselves. I remember when I was growing up as a teenager, I was kind of obsessed with the size of my nose, and I thought that I had the longest, ugliest nose in the world, and I used to fantasize about having a nose job. I really, really wanted to have plastic surgery to fix my nose. As I grew older, I realized that actually my nose isn't that bad, and I didn't have a problem with it anymore. I mean, I'm Greek. I've got a Greek nose. That's just the way it is. And I'm okay with it. Actually, it kind of suits my face. But I appreciate that there might be something about you that you really dislike, that you feel you focus on it so much that it kind of affects your quality of life. This is why I can't really give you the answer to these questions. All I can do is give you a pathway for you to explore and find your own answers, right? Sometimes people have accidents and they get disfigured and they want to fix that through plastic surgery. Or maybe you're born with some kind of birthmark that you feel is unsightly, or there's just something that you really, really want to change about yourself physically. And here's where we move on to the last point, which is my favorite point of all 26 points on the today list. And it's F for feel free. Because after you've zoomed out of all the mental narrative and all the stories, after you've tuned in to listen to the wisdom within, and you've recognized that you're living in a society that doesn't say yes to the years and that actually says no to the years, no to growing older, then you're free. You're free to do what feels right for you. Feel free is a most wonderful point. What's better than feeling free, right? Doesn't every human being yearn to feel free? You can feel free today to make the choices you want to make, to live life in the way you want to live it. Once you've taken all these things into consideration about plastic surgery, and obviously it's good to do your research, right, and make sure that you go to someone who's reputable if you decide to do that, then you're free. You're free to do what's right for you. No one can say otherwise. As long as you're not hurting anyone or doing anything illegal, you can be free to do what's right for you. So that's how I feel about plastic surgery.